Hello. In this video, I'd like to talk about and show you an application that I've been working on called RimEdit. RimEdit started out as a def editor. By that, I mean that you can edit def files using a user interface with forms instead of like a text editor. And the reason I made it is because I don't like the working with XML files in RimWorld is not a pleasant experience for me. Sometimes I make mistakes. There are some other times where there are fields that I don't know what they do. I'd like to know what they do, but I'd have to go through the source code. So there are a little maybe I'd say inconveniences that I maybe meet when I'm working with XML files, and I made this editor so maybe it could solve this or help me with it. And I'm finding value when I'm working with it, and maybe others will too, hopefully. Let's get started. We're gonna use this to make a mod. You can make it. It has a text editor, so you can make a mod from scratch till the end. We're gonna make a simple mod, due to my time limitations. Maybe I'm thinking, add a new weapon. We're gonna copy a existing weapon, maybe the assault rifle, and we'll change it instead of shooting bullets to shoot rockets, maybe. And then this is because I want to show you the def editor, and as well as we'll make a patch because I want to show the patch editor as well. So maybe we'll patch the original assault rifle and make it shoot rockets as well because explosions are good. So let's start. I'm gonna make a new mod folder. This is new mod, so new folder, test mod, and I'm copying this path. I already got it. Okay, good. Select folder, empty folder. I'm thinking maybe something that I'm debating is helping users with their folder structure for the mod somehow when they're working in RimEdit. But for now, I have memorized the folder structure by heart. We need an about folder, an about XML. There is an editor, a form editor for the about XML file, but you need to specify that the top level tag has to be mod metadata. So RimEdit can understand that this is an about XML file. And if we go here now, the form is enabled. I'm gonna just fill in the necessary information. So usually a package ID is your author name, then your mod name, my AR mod, for example. We're gonna call the mod my AR mod, just something simple. Author is me. Mod version is 1.0. Semantic versioning. Anyways, my mod's description, just some basic stuff. Version 1.6. Boom. I think this is all the required information. And this, you can see the changes. I think that's fine. Save it. Okay, we have an about XML. Now we need a defs folder. So I like to follow a specific folder structure, which is the game's version, a defs folder, similar to RimWorld. So defs folder, and then in here, I like to follow RimWorld's def folder structure. So defs. And then where the weapons are, I think, are in thing defs misc. So I'll create a thing defs miscellaneous folder. In here, there's a weapons. In weapons, I can create my def files, right? Yep. So in here, I'm gonna my weapon, I guess, .xml. No, wait. There's a shortcut, so you can create a def file, which what it does is just my weapon creates a def file with the defs tag instantly. Just a small little shortcut there. And now, before we start working, I'm gonna do one thing. I'm gonna go to the settings. I'm gonna add a read-only source. And I'm gonna go back here to RimWorld, copy the path, select the data folder. What I'm doing here is I am indexing or reading the defs inside RimWorld's data folder so that RimEdit can reference them if needed. What I mean by that is that I want to create a copy of the assault rifle. So I need to have the original assault rifle def loaded somewhere so I can create a copy of it. And this is what I did now. I indexed all the defs in the base game. and I'm gonna go here. There's a ton of defs that you can create. I know the assault rifle is a thing def, so I'm gonna do that. I can create a template or a blank def, or I can use a copy of some sort of index def. I'm gonna look for the assault rifle. There it is. Choose a name for this new one, my AR. Usually, if you want to be like correct, or maybe like a better standard is to prefix all of your defs with your mod name. So my mod underscore my AR. So like if somebody else makes a def called my AR doesn't conflict with yours in a different mod, obviously. I'm just trying to follow best practices. And now that we've copied it, we have the assault rifle. This is the XML. We're not going to work with the XML. We're going to look at the form editor. The thing def has a ton. It's a pain. The thing def has a lot of oh my god, has a lot of fields. I kid you not. There's like hundreds of fields in this thing. If I create another def, maybe something simpler, like there are smaller defs, for example, ability category. Let's do blank. This is something much simpler. This is a def, doesn't have much information. So there are very complex defs, and there are very simple defs like this one. And I'll show you the structure here. This is what happens when I create a new def, but obviously I don't need this one, so I'm gonna again delete it. Can I delete it from the form? Don't think so. I haven't added a delete option. Did I? I don't think so. So I'm gonna do this and then delete it from the XML editor. I have no idea if I did or not. I don't want to save yet. Does it update here automatically? I think it did. There's no there's no def select anymore, which means it's reading only this. I want to make sure if I add this blank test, because I don't see. Yeah. So the def select appears only when you have multiple ones. Okay. I thought it was a bug for a second, but I guess we're cool. No, let's remove this. All right. Sorry, I'm wasting time here. Okay. So our goal is to edit the bullet for the assault rifle. Instead of bullets, it becomes rockets. I know where it is I know where it is, so I'm just gonna go straight to it, but you can look through the fields if you want and read. Like, at least I tried to document, it was a pain, but I tried to document what each field does. I'm sure I've missed some, and probably there are ones that I did incorrectly, but every field has some sort of description. It should help with editing fields, I hope. I'm looking for this one. Where is it? Default projectile. So it's currently shooting bullet assault rifle. I'm gonna look for the triple rocket launcher. Yes. And I'm gonna look again in the verbs. It uses rocket. So here, this is also one instance where the indexed defs are useful, because I can just reference existing defs. You can also like add mods as like folders. So you can reference defs from mods. I'm gonna say bullet rocket, and I think that's the only change we need to make. Yeah, I think we're good. We're gonna save this, and I hope that with this we can just try out and see if the mod is working. I'm gonna copy the folder here. Did it copy? No, it did. There is another test mod here, which is confusing, but okay. Yes, I'm just checking that I think everything is fine. We're gonna open RimSort, and I'm gonna launch into the game and test out the assault rifle. Okay, so I load it into the game, and I can see that there's already an error, which is it's saying that the projectile has to have a forced miss setting. So I'm gonna go and fix that straight away. So let's look for forced miss radius. I think private in source, but using ship XML. I think that's it. We can look at before we make any changes. We can look here and see how it is set up. Yeah, 2.9. So we're gonna do something similar here. Is that it? Verb target parameters. I hope that that's it, but I'm not sure. Yep, we're gonna try it out anyways. So 2.9. Yep, save. And now we got it. I'm gonna, again, I gotta cut and copy the new changes here. Let me open the game again. Okay, now we've loaded in. We don't get any errors. Let's test out the new assault rifle. I'm just gonna spawn it right in and equip it and then shoot something just to see if it works or not. If it works, then we have succeeded. Never mind, this is like a cheat thing that I use to test mods. What did I call my thing? AR? Yeah, no, we're not gonna find it like this. Let me Alt tab here. What is its name? I didn't change its name. Its name is gonna be Assault. Yeah, that's gonna be confusing, isn't it? I should have changed its name, but I think here it lists the def name, so I should be able to, to separate between them. Let's test it out. Does it shoot? Oh, you can't target. Yes, you have to target that. Okay, looks good. So let me close, and now we're gonna create a patch for the original assault rifle. We can close this out. Okay, now that we've made a new weapon, made sure it's working, let's do a patch for the original assault rifle. I'm gonna create a patches folder, a new patches file. Again, similar to the devs file, it just does like a template file with the patch as the top level tag, my patch. Let me show you what it looks like. There's just simple starter code, and then in here we'll do. We want two things: a replace op. There is something that I'm working on that's gonna be an immense help for patching, an autocomplete for like the XPath. So that usually there's like a standard, I guess, XPath that almost all modders use. So I have an autocomplete for that. I'm trying to at least write an autocomplete for that. So thing def and then the def name, assault rifle, gun assault rifle / verbs. After this, I think it'll fail. Yes, it will fail. I know, like, we need the list of one. Yes. And then I'm gonna copy this so I don't make a mistake. Default projectile. Now this is obviously incorrect. It should allow me to edit the like have a select for the projectile def. I'm just gonna use raw XML. Copy you. Yeah, this is correct. Let me see here. That looks good to me. And another one, which is an add. I'm gonna copy you, but without the default projectile, raw XML, and we're gonna add this. Save. Yeah, that looks fine to me. It might result in an error. This is why I'm doing a patch helper, because I really would like to reduce the number of errors I'm doing with patches, but hopefully this is correct. Okay, here we are in the game. I'm gonna, again, spawn the original assault rifle from the game. Somebody equip it. We need to shoot something. Fine. Yep, looks good to me. No errors, and it's working fine. And that was RimEdit. There are lots of things to be made, lots of fixing, lots of changes, improvements. But I would say from my personal experience working with it so far, the number of mistakes that I make have been reduced. I wouldn't say reduced significantly, but reduced maybe like 30-40%. Working with the form editor is much slower than working with XML, obviously, but I tend to find myself switching between them constantly, checking what a field does, changing something here, and then switching here. Like what you just saw when I was working with the patch, I just copied the XML from the weapon here. This is how I tend to work. I switch between them. At least I find some efficiency when I'm doing that. There are more features, but there are smaller features that are not worth highlighting. There's a template. You can save like a template of this def, for example, and then you can create a def from a custom template. There is a preview patches feature that I'm working on, so you can like if there's a like let's say there are patches affecting this def, the preview patches would show you that this patch is affecting this field, for example, so you can see what the def looks like after patches have run, I guess, or yeah, I guess after like RimWorld has resolved the patches and inheritance and whatnot. And I think that's it. This is what I have to show you. I hope you liked it. I'm gonna probably start after I finish the recording. I'm just gonna start deploying or releasing the version that I have currently on GitHub. There will be bugs, there will be issues, there will be improvements. I'd like to say I'm going to be on top of it, but maybe not. I'm not gonna be very active. Maybe each week I'll release a new build because working on this is very complex. It's really hard and complex, so I won't be actively fixing everything, but I'll try my best. Yeah, and that's it. Hope you liked it, and see you later.